up, you guys? I am Nia. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I'm triggered, and it really is crazy. That's how I know this is my purpose. They keep telling me to bring Ayana out. No, Ayana is done. I am here to do the work for God and for Ayana. She done. It's my time to take it over. But this whole Krishan, I don't know if y'all know about Krishan, and if you do, you know, Krishan and Blueface, and you know, I did a video the other day about this. Girl, don't start. Hold on, y'all. Let me. But yeah, y'all. You know, we gotta. Just so much drama going on with her and her family on the internet. The oldest sister, the oldest. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been sitting here doing my research. Like, this is how I know this is my lane. This is what I care about. And this is why I expose my own family. That stuff triggers me. Even with my mom, that's what she would say. All these family talk about keeping all these secrets. All about so many secrets in these families. These black families, stop talking about what goes on in this house, stay in this house. That is toxic. You're creating a toxic environment for your children. That's really creating an unsafe environment. You think you're keeping them safe because you're trying to protect the abuser, because you so in love and you so scared and you so whatever it is, the reason why you want to protect an abuser, a pedophile. That oldest sister came out saying that the dad molested her, because everybody on the internet trying to protect a man that deserved to get knocked out. That's why Krishan said that in the video. He deserved to get knocked out. And I'm not going to cap to y'all. I told y'all I did my research. I've been looking on all 8 pages. This is my lane. I looked on all the siblings' pages. And because I lived in Baltimore, I know what's going on in Baltimore. I look at my baby daddies. Both of them from Baltimore, from the city. And I know this is just what goes on. It's not even just Baltimore. This is all major cities. It ain't even just cities. This is just what's going on in these communities. This is what's going on in the black households, period. Even in those other nationalities, this is what's going on, because the devil has destroyed so many families, because the devil thrives off of division. The devil, the molest, sacrificing it. I always talk about molest. They be sacrificing, they literally have sacrificed their children to molest. And come to find out, y'all know I be all over the place, and I might get all over the place, but I'm just sick of it. I'm so sick of it, and this stuff, it actually makes me angry. It really does. Because it's like, how do you just, these babies, look at what I had to go through. And it's so funny, somebody else in the comments was saying that, because the sister was telling that, how dare y'all protect man? That wasn't her real dad. And they saying that on I found the father page, but it must be another page, because on the father page that I found, he don't have he got pictures with all his kids, you know, different pictures, and you could tell he ain't got the one with that oldest one. And they said on, I guess, whatever page that people saying in the comments that he got, it says in his bio that he's the father of only 8 kids. And just seeing it, I've really been doing my research on him. I looked their father up, because I'm from Maryland, so I looked up on Maryland case search that he got his name on his page. Look him up. I know his mom. I know all of that stuff, because this is my lane. This is what and people like to lie and stuff, but the proof is in the pudding. Look at his record, his track record, all these, even with the mama, like, man, looking up they got paternity tests and this, that. It was a bunch of drama going on, and you can also tell that the mama had this first one that vented out, that just spoke out, because she like, how dare y'all protect man when all of that stuff that he did. Y'all know he was about the child molestation. Y'all know he was molesting me. And that one, the sister that looks just like Krishan, that I think her name is Tashaki or whatever her name is. She the one hating on Krishan them, because you wanted to be the one. You know, this narcissistic family dynamic, the golden child, the scapegoat, which is the truth tellers too. When you're the truth teller of the family, a narcissistic family dynamic, everybody else is going to go against you, because they are taught to keep the family secret and protect the parent, that narcissistic parent. How y'all let one, and this is why I say, as women, we are the matriarch of the family. We have to be stronger. And stop being so desperate for love, because being desperate for love, being weak in love, will destroy you and everything that come with you. And if a man see that he can do anything to you, he know damn well he can do anything to them kids. Like, I'm telling you, look at my story. Look at what I said about my own baby daddy, that second one. And it's so funny how people in the comments were saying, he probably ain't, you know, that he, because she's the stepchild, that's how most stepdaddies do. And that's facts. They don't see your daughter, they don't see your child, because even sons, most of these hood dudes have been molested. Y'all talking about they fighting demons. If y'all hear any nigga say he fighting demons, now it's like I told y'all in one of them other videos, people make the world more complex than it is, but it ain't that many type of traumas. It's sexual abuse, drug abuse, those the main two things. And when you have families that's on drug abuse, they're not in their right state of mind. So they got their kids with this person, and people pray. Predators pray. The devil preys on the weak. That's when the devil is able to sap into your spirit. He's easily able to get in when you're weak and vulnerable. And so many of these stepdaddies, look at the track record. How many of the mama husbands been molesting the kids? You even got some daddies that do it. I told y'all my baby daddy tried to groom my daughter. I was peeping game. Had I not been peeping game, he probably would have got to my baby. Had I been okay with her just being with him and all of this, he probably would have got to her. I couldn't have it. That's why ever since, and I told y'all in the videos yesterday, ever since he just, when I first met him, any dude, when you first meet them, they just come on too strong and act like y'all gonna just act like you supposed to just be with them. It's only been a week, only been 2 weeks. Those are red flags. Then they just pour all these sob stories out to you. That is a red flag. They're looking for empathy. They're looking for you to take on that pain and get what they want. They want to get what they want out of the situation by that. They know women are weak. They know we are the weaker vessel. They know it. And because they know it, they use it to their advantage. That's why my second baby daddy used to say everything I think about. Sitting here thinking about this and doing all this, it made me really think like, bro, you was really, that's why you was mad, and that's why you couldn't get what you wanted out of me. We got into it so many times because you trying to control shit when you ain't in a position to control shit, nigga. When you want to control something, you gotta really just be that man. You gotta really, be on your shit. You gotta really be a leader. Woman naturally gonna submit. Doing all those manipulation tactics, trying to get her to submit, trying to think you're gonna do, that ain't what it's gonna do. And when they can't control you, and even if they can control you, they're gonna move on to the next thing. And that's why I used to keep my eyes on that nigga. I'm like, cause you can't control me. And then you started trying to, just certain shit he would say, some of your little tactics. I told y'all in that Why I Moved to Texas video, and it says, why I moved to Texas, he tried to groom my daughter. I told y'all in that video, just certain things you saying to her, acting like you gonna call her that, like certain things, trying to get control, trying to get her to listen to you. She don't have to listen to you. You don't live in this house. You don't pay no bills. You're not my husband. And I'm not that mother that's saying, yeah, listen to him. Yeah, this. I tell her to respect him because he's still an adult. But nigga, you don't even act like an adult. You want to do all this, all that play fighting shit. It's so funny. My mom, when she seen that day, she was like, he don't need to be play fighting with her. I think I had told her. She was like, he don't need to be play fighting with her. And that's a sign. And when I watch them videos on grooming, that's what they do. Get you comfortable with touching. If I play fight with you, and I also was saying, I don't even know, because I did a couple videos. I don't know if all I'm going to get posted, but the one, the movie he had me watching, Message from the King, that's the name of the movie. It's so funny he had me watch that movie with him. Like, I'm not no movie watcher, so anytime I'm watching movies, it's because my nigga want me to watch the movie with him. And it's so funny he had me watch that movie, and it's because he went through a similar thing. It's like, looking back at everything, he was really sent to destroy me. And if I did not get out that day and just listening to that, and I know I ain't even really supposed to be listening to my Virgo readings no more, but like I said, my one girl, Virgo G, I really just love her. Like, she's so cool. And she further be confirming stuff I already know. Same thing I said, you was plotting on me like that. It's so many things. But anyway, this ain't even about me. This is about, we got to stop teaching our kids to keep secrets. You don't teach your kid to keep no damn secret. And then we wonder why. We wonder why when we grown at these ages, we can't find true love. We can't find healthy relationships. Because so many of us are still living in that sorrow from being that little hurt girl, that little hurt boy. Once you've been sexually abused, even physically abused, you never recover for real. You can get better, but you never forget it. You never forget it. It's just like that spirit. You have to release that spirit that's on you, because the spirit still be on you. This stuff is spiritual. Like, you know, but you still be affected by it. Look at me. Look at what I'm explaining. Everything I've been saying to y'all. I'm still affected by everything. I told y'all yesterday, not yesterday, on my birthday video. I'm scared because I was molested by a child. This is why I watch your kids around other kids. My cousin molested by another child. I didn't even ever post that video, and I probably should see. I'm gonna go get it out my little delete of my little, because I was exposed. I was telling them this stuff about my family. This is why I'm talking, and I'm putting it out there. I don't gotta keep no secret about nothing, especially since my two cousins, they dead now because of this shit. Because of the trauma of what has happened in the household, what has happened that led y'all into the streets, that led y'all with these fucking toxic boyfriends of y'all that done got y'all killed. Man, I'm gonna post that video. I'm gonna go ahead and post it. This is why I won't leave my daughter up in Baltimore with her dad, because I don't just certain, like, the just, it's not even always that you don't trust the other parent. It's those that's around them. And because of that, I'm not having it, bruh. Not having it. Stop teaching your kids to keep secrets. Stop talking all that what goes on in the house stays in the house, because you're creating more trauma for them. Making them feel like they can't. Then when they start acting out and they cutting up in school and they doing all this wild shit, then you just went up, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Then you ready to go put them on some medication and call it this and call it that. Even my own baby daddy, I'm like, bro, why you never told, you know, your family? You telling me all this stuff like I'm your therapist. Like, you didn't dump all this information on me. And at 32 years old, your mama still don't even know what the family member did to you. And she got making up all this stuff, put you on all that medication when you was young. Whole time you needed therapy. These kids that drop out of school, and when he told me the story, I'm like, that's why you dropped out of school. That's why you dropped out of school in 9th grade or 10th grade. That's why you dropped out of school. When that stuff happens, your mom be fucked. This is why half the niggas, this is why God had to always give me these project niggas. You know, it's like, as much as it's 444, as I say that, this is why God gave me because this was my calling. This is why I've literally had to go through everything that I've had to go through. Because I have to expose these things, and I really want to be able to work with these families. Because I have a special place in my heart for these people. I feel for these people. Literally. I always put myself in other people's shoes, and most people can't do that. You cannot ever be that selfish to the point you can't put yourself in somebody else's shoes and be like, and that's what I do. I'm like, damn, how would I feel if that was me? That's why, as much as I cut up when provoked too. Because initially, I believe in just being good to everybody. But I don't trust people at this point. And even when I do toxic stuff, like the toxic shit I might say to my baby daddies, cussing them out, telling them I want them to get, like, just, I'm real with my shit. I've definitely been very toxic. I've been very toxic. But right after, that's why I be feeling sad. I feel bad for it. But this second baby daddy, I don't be feeling bad for shit at this point. You played with my daughter, and about, like I said, about that molestation shit, I don't play about that shit. And a motherfucker who's had it, why would you wish that on another child? Look how it damaged you. The same age that it happened to him is the same age you dropped out of school. This is why these kids be Like I did a video for y'all about the other day about the little girl. It's the boys and the girls. And everybody always want to just think about the girls. And then we wonder why these boys is emotionally scarred. They can't talk to us. They can't open up. They were taught to keep it a secret. They are embarrassed. It's embarrassing to even talk about that stuff. Just like me and my second baby daddy. I'm like, nigga, you talk all this shit. You let your friends get in. All these people that you glorify and you talk all of this shit, telling them all this shit about me, telling your family this, telling your family that. But the true things that really bother you, you don't tell them that stuff. You telling me. But then you gonna play on me. You gonna get mad and tell lies on me to your family and friends as if I'm just the bad guy and I took your daughter and I be cheating. You be lying, telling them all of this stuff about me. But then you come venting to me. That's why he's so addicted to me. Like, you're weird. That's why I mean, y'all already know I told y'all about that. But this is why we have to stop. Look at what we are creating when you're teaching your kids to keep secrets. When you're ignoring your kids' feelings and when you're ignoring how their behavior is changing. You can see a change in behavior. And when your child's behavior is starting to shift, that may need to make you question. You need to question that. If your child is wary about going somewhere, they're scared and giving you all these signs that they just don't want to go over that person's house. They just don't want to go with that person. They making these faces when they come around. Pay attention to the behaviors. It's like everything that be red flags, we so big on just looking past it. No. This is why we're damaged. And this is why we can't find true healthy love. And everybody out here just doing anything for the sake of love and just desperate for love. Can't even find true healthy love. The relationships you're getting into is bringing you all the way down. Just like for Sean. First of all, Blue resembles her dad. What did I tell you in the videos yesterday? It's so funny how I go after the guys that remind me. And both of my baby daddies remind me of both the men that I ever knew. The only two father figures that I ever knew. I got them in both of my baby daddies. Except my stepdaddy. He was on drugs and stuff, and he was by me and stuff, but he ain't try to molest me. But that's also because he know that my mom was he know that my mom wasn't, he know my brother too was gonna fight your ass. So, but even still, he just wasn't like that with me. Like, he would protect me like I was his actual child. Whereas a lot of stepdads, they see that the stepchild as free booty. I know too many of my friends, too many people that has been molested and raped by their stepdad because he sees you as other booty. He don't look at you as a child. Look at half of these. That's why it make me red flags to any guys that you be seeing out here and they be talking all this stuff about they don't want to take care of another man's child and all that. It's understandable to a degree, but as a man and you get into a woman's life and you know she got another child, don't even date a girl like that. Don't even date a girl like that. Because them men who say that, 9 times out of 10, they be the main one that be gonna be trying to touch on that child. Because they don't look at you as, they don't look at that child as your child, as his own child. They don't look at him like that. They don't see him as that. They see you as other free booty, just as something else that's disposable. That's how they see it. We got to stop all this stuff. We got to break these generational curses. I'm breaking the generational curses in my family. And I'm bringing y'all with me. I'm bringing y'all with me because enough is enough. I've had enough. And it's like part of me just be wanting to just give everybody hugs. Except, and even the abusers. I still have, like with my second baby dad, as much as you have hurt me with what you have done and what you have tried to do, the shit that you how dare you say that about my baby? You hurt me with that, bruh. Like I told you in that video yesterday. And because of that, but I still just pray for his healing. I pray for God to release them demonic holds he got on him. Because I see him, like, I see that you want to, but you're so clouded by what everybody else, what your friends might think about you. You worried about all the wrong things. And to see all that girl siblings on here, and I found most of their pages, and the ones that, if I ain't find their pages, I saw pictures of them. I ain't gonna lie, I've been connecting it to that one picture that they got out here, their family picture, where it's about 8 of the kids in there, and then the 2 parents. I'm like, oh, this is why. I connected, I found some of their pages and stuff, and look at all of them. You can look at a person, and you might not be able to, but I can look at the person and see, just like, God has gifted me. And now that my eyes is like, I always had the gift, like I told you in the other video, but now I can really see. Like, I have X-ray vision. And just by looking at the flesh, you can tell by the way their flesh looks that they are covered in demons, covered with trauma. That's why that the oldest one got on there saying that. You could tell just how the way she was just go to Gossip of the City Tea page, TEA, like Gossip of the City Tea, like a drinking tea. And the video on there with the sister, you know, she hyperventilating. You could tell, you could see pain. I see pain. I'm an empath. I can see it. That baby not telling the truth, not telling a lie. She ain't telling no lie. This ain't just for the clout. You can see it. Look, I found the father page, and the way he moved, you think you still young, nigga. You almost 60 years old. You think you still one of these young niggas. Dressing like that, so you could tell you was toxic. And the way he just talk, because as they get older, they start feeling, to a degree, they have a guilt. They might not never admit to it because they're still narcissists. But the way he only got the kids, oh, my babe, I will do anything for my children. Now, when they get older, they always say that. It's just like you can see the whole guilt within the father. And it's sad how one demon, this is why, ladies, we got to be careful about the men we sleeping with, because one demon will destroy a whole family. One demon destroyed 13 lives. The mama life plus the 12 kids. And the people talking about, I wonder if the mom protected the daughter, the one who came out. They all in the comments saying it. If she couldn't even protect herself, do you think she protected the child and then she went on to have all those kids by this man? Do you really think that if she couldn't protect herself, do you really think, look at most families, if the mama getting abused, the kids getting abused. Give me them scissors. You don't play with scissors. If the mama getting abused, 9 times out of 10, the kids getting abused, whether it's physically or sexually or both. My mom's the dude I told you about that she brought over on Christmas, same thing with him. Oh, here's stinky bat. I'm about to change, but let me tell y'all this real quick. But the same thing with him. He's damaged, and this is why a lot of them. First of all, we already know that era back then was the drug era, the crack era. Most of these, like my mama, them 50 years old, 50, 60 years old, that's now 50, 60 years old. We know they was in their 20s, that was the crack era. They was in their 20s, and that's when the white man dropped the crack in the community to destroy our community. And when you going through all of that stuff at home, look at half the reason now, our generation, what we on heavy? Everybody smoke weed. Everybody smokes weed. Now them younger ones popping pills. They all popping pills. See, my generation, we on the weed. Them ones a little younger than us, them Gen Zs, they on pills heavy. They on the weed and the pills and the liquor and the lean. They really just go, popping. They really on that. Back then it was that crack era. Because what's going on in the house, and you feel like you can't go home, just like Krishan said, she stayed at coaches' houses. She stayed at these people's houses. And stayed at their after school activities just so she didn't have to go home. You know how many kids do that stuff just so they don't have to go home? So many kids. Because they don't even want to be in their home environment. The home environment is more toxic than being outside. This is why so many of the boys gravitate out into the streets. Because they feel like I get more love. We have fun when I'm out here with my homies. We do this. It's a vibe. We partying. We laughing. But when I go back in that house, it ain't going to be no AC in there. It's going to be dark. It's going to be this my mother trifling ass boyfriend in there sitting around trying to talk this shit to me, beating me up, fucking me, and some more shit. This is why half the young girls go run as soon as they get a little boyfriend in high school. They get attached to him. Now they want to be hanging with their boyfriend all the time. Get out there in the streets with him. Do anything just to stay away from what's bringing them harm at home. We got to stop. We got to stop. Stop covering up for the bullshit. And then we wonder why the men have a hate train going against women. The men are at fault, clearly. But look at what the women have allowed. Because the women, look how many women cover up for that shit. And as a child, if you see my mama, she protected that fool. She couldn't possibly believe her husband was gay and would try to fuck with me. And I'm a little boy. I'm a teenage boy. Because so many of us don't want to believe that our man is gay. Child, please. Man. And now I see this is why God had allowed me to grow up with. I told y'all in that video, I'm going to have to get that video. I was so much, even with my own cousins, bruh. Half of the dudes that's gay out here, half of the girls that's gay out here, it ain't because they chose to be. They were molested. They were taken advantage of. That switch, it's a switch that literally gets turned on. I did that, so I'm gonna have to post that other video. Like I told y'all in that one video, I didn't even say, but watching my channel, it's gonna make you uncomfortable because I'm talking about the real stuff that I have a problem with in this community. And for those who be like, who asked your opinion? God sent me. And if you knew him, maybe he would be sending you to do a mission too. So don't blame me, blame our creator. I'm just here to do the work for God. I'm here to do what he want me to do. And he want me to speak up on this stuff. And I just pray for healing over Krishan's family and anybody else's family and my family. All of our families. I pray for healing over the black community as a whole. We are so damaged. I was watching something else last night. And this is why I still stay on the media and watch certain things. Because I'm only watching for certain reasons to just spot out the issue that's within our community. Like, what is it? But I know what it is. It's damaged. These people are damaged. The boys and the girls. This is why we trauma bond. Why we stick with what we know. You know, protect your children. Don't sacrifice them to Molech. God said you will pay severely if you sacrifice your children to Molech. Y'all don't make me read that dang scripture. Where my Bible at? I'm going to change her pamper though. But we got to stop. Wait a minute. Oh, you see I'm still doing my video. We got to do better. Stop telling your kids to keep a secret. Stop brushing stuff under the rug. Stop choosing that nigga. Stop choosing that nigga over your babies. Hey, can you be quiet and go? Y'all take her over there with you then. Just go and crawl over there. She gonna follow you. Go away. Stop choosing that man over your kids, sis. Sir. Because men do it too. You see them stepmamas be wicked. And you stay with her, and you see how she treating your kids. But you might need her for housing, because so many of these dudes won't get it on their own without a woman. You know, it's just sad. It's really sad. And one thing about it is I'm here to protect the kids. My mission is the kids. My mission is the kids. I really feel for these kids. I can tell that girl ain't lying. They don't be lying. You can tell. And it's far too common. It's far too common. Stop choosing love over your kids, because 9 times out of 10, look at right now. Look at Krishan's family. Right now, they parents ain't even together, so you didn't let this man destroy everything. But look who still love you after everything. Them kids still love her, still trying to protect her. Still, after everything that they've been through, your kids are the ones that's gonna forever love you. No matter what, they're gonna keep coming back. And you treat them wrong, you do wrong by them, when they the ones that's gonna love you forever. That's the only true unconditional love that there is. Ain't no man or no woman gonna love you unconditionally for the rest of your life. It's gonna be conditionally. Especially when you're dealing with a narcissist. Because the moment you don't let him narcissist you, or you don't let her narcissist you anymore, they're gonna discard you. They're gonna make you pay. They're gonna try to make you suffer. This is why we be in these trauma bonded relationships. Like I said before, this is exactly why Krishan is in that relationship with Blueface. Like I said, first of all, he resembles the dad. If you look at that picture when her dad was young, like about our age, even in that family picture, the mama looked tired. One thing about a woman is it be all over our face. It be all over our face. The hurt, the pain, the sorrow. It be all over our face. You can see it. You can see it. Even the daughter, their daughter was angry in that family picture. She was not with it. You know, kids naturally be having their little things, whatever going on in family pictures, but that one, and when I found most pictures of all of them while they have been older. It's still one that I haven't found, but I've just been doing my research on this stuff, because this is how it's gonna be. When I have my sessions and they come into my sessions, I'm gonna have done my research on y'all. If I could, you know, everybody would be able to do my research on, but because I'm from Maryland and I know they from Baltimore, oh, y'all know, because I would look a nigga up in a heartbeat when I was in Maryland. All you Maryland niggas, and if you in Maryland, any state that you in, you should have a public record search, where you can find out if this dude, if he really divorced, if he really an abuser. That's why that one dude that tried to kill me, Desmond, I looked him up and he was so mad. He was like, that stuff ain't true. That girl lied on me. I told him, so I said, nigga, you got all these, this what you do. You got domestic violence on your record. This what you do. And what did I tell y'all even after me? You still ain't learned no lesson, sir. You still went on. And that's why you got your butt locked up recently, because you still ain't learned from after that stuff with me. You still ain't learned. Krishan daddy, track record. Like, all you see is, look these niggas up. The proof be in the pudding. Any dude that, the behaviors say a lot. Pay attention to behaviors. Just like I'm saying, pay attention to your kids' behavior. Pay attention to the behaviors of these men. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to the behaviors. Like I always even say within relationships, you pay attention to the actions. You don't just pay attention to the words they say, because the words is the manipulation tactics. The actions will show you if they align with another, if the actions and the words align with each other, if he's all the good shit he putting in your ear, if it's followed by the actions, he's showing you that he really trying, he's showing you that he really, then that's how you know, okay, he really for me. But if he's talking all this sweet stuff to you, but all his actions show you he ghosting me, he cheating on me, he keep bringing me back STDs, he beating me, he keep having me fighting these girls, I found this in his phone. If you keep on, if the words is not matching up with the actions, that's all you need. You don't gotta keep nagging no nigga. Like I said in that other video, about my homeless video, you don't gotta keep nagging a nigga. They know what they doing. If you a guy and you dealing with a toxic girl, she know what she doing. You can't, like I told y'all, because I got that masculine energy, like they say, which I do, because I grew up around boys. I always been around boys. I'm about to change her butt. But because I've been around boys my whole life. I've been through so much with boys. I've seen it all. I was the only girl around 4 boys. Grew up around all boys. Being around their friends. Being around, like, it's all I know. Even when I went down the country, all boys. When my mama sent me down the country, that's not who I'm hanging out with. All my boy cousins. Like, that's how it is. Now my generation is the generation where it's mostly girls. And I said that too, but that's neither here nor there. Like, you know, so, and like I said, it's not that complex. It's not as complex as we make it. It's either this or that. People are damaged by these narcissistic parents, by sexual abuse, by physical abuse, and neglect. Emotional neglect. Sometimes literal physical neglect. Sometimes when you got a drug addict parent, or even not a drug addict parent, a parent that's just full-blown narcissist, and they so prideful and gun-ho on making you suffer because they had to suffer. They'll purposely starve you. They'll purposely do bad things to you and mean things to you. They'll purposely do that, even if they're not on drugs. And the reason why I have a little empathy, I'm about to change her pepper. Hold on. You know, but the only reason I really give like them some kind of pass, because a lot of times they ain't got hooked on drugs unknowingly because of a man lacing it or a man introducing it to them, because they was so just, you know, look at how many girls now pop pills just because the nigga popping pills and he's telling you to do it. Look at Krishan. It's so many girls out here that's just like Krishan and so desperate for that man. You'll do whatever he's saying. And when a man see that, like, especially if he's toxic like Blue, he will lead you to destruction. I've seen it one too many times. I've seen it one too many times. Friends, you were so, I mean, she's still beautiful, but you let that man beat you down. My own mom. And she finally had left my brother's dad, but especially when they see you beautiful, they will try to, and they envious of you and jealous. A lot of guys will be jealous of you, and they will try to beat you down spiritually and physically. They want to make your face ugly. They want to take that off, even though that's what attracted them to you. You to them. Like, it's weird, but it's these disorders, it's these spirits, it's these demonic spirits, and these people be really demonically possessed, and they need true spiritual healing. You know, so even listening to that, listening to Akbar, you know, she was like, they called me a deadbeat. Like, she really went in on that, and I felt for her. I'm like, damn, I'm just sick of this narrative, like, sick of it, because it's like, damn, I mean, nonetheless, you still was a deadbeat, but sometimes everybody is not that strong to be able to, when you grow up in them environments, like if you grow up in them city environments, like Baltimore, DC, all these inner cities, and you grow up in them, like, literally, like, it's like crab in a bucket. Like, I told you about the rat experiment. That's why I be mad at the white man, because they did this to us. They did it to us. But it's our job to change the narrative now, because we got more freedom. They still do, they got their modern day slavery going on. Yes, they do. But we got to learn how to finesse them systems in the right ways. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do. But like I said with Akbar, hear her in the rap, she said, deadbeat mama. What? Something like that. Y'all gotta go to her page. She was like, deadbeat mama something. They called me a deadbeat, but they don't know. My mama was on drugs basically, and my uncle was raping me. Like, she said that in a rap. I said, wow. You know, and I already know most of the girls who are like that. You know, most of us who are rah-rah, most of us who they say are masculine, most of us, we ain't masculine because we want to be. We masculine because we have to be. We was bred like that. Our situations we've been in, the life we have lived has bred us to be like that. growing up on survival. It's the difference between growing up on survival versus growing up on love. And when you grow up on survival, all bets is off. It's survival of the fittest. It's like the rat experiment that they did. I'm gonna link the article under this video, like I did in one of the videos way back then when I was talking about them hood niggas. Like, it's all strategically done. Look at how, and that's also what I wanted to say. Look at how all these cities, every city, me being here, and then last night I was watching something about Lord Durk and Chief Keef. And it showed a video of their streets, about their hood. I'm like, Commerce Street, not Commerce. It was just a couple different streets that they said on. I said every city got the same streets, just like every city got a Martin Luther King Boulevard, and it's always near a hood. Every street got this. All cities are pretty much wired and designed the same. And they put us all in the cities, black people all in the cities, and we gotta climb out. We gotta fight to climb out to the suburbs. That one video, see, I need to post that. I got so many videos I need to post. But that one video I did about how, with even the buses, you don't never really see them white folk on a bus like that. And if you see them on a bus 9 times out of 10, they are the ones that are the white trash, that they consider white trash. Like, I'm just observing with me being on public transportation again now, and I see that, damn, this ain't just in Baltimore. This is here too. Like, you know, and then seeing that video last night, I was watching Chief Keef and Lord Durk and how they switched up, and how soon as and this is what be going on in the families. Hey, you want to get down? I'm about to make y'all something to eat and we about to get up out of here. I'm about to wrap this video up soon, but to see how, you know, that crab in a bucket mentality, and when they see one person making it, just how Krishan's sister doing her. You mad because she done made it. She done got more famous than you, even though you the big sister and you've been working hard, or you think you've been working hard all this time, and now Krishan the one that's on the big screen. Krishan got TV shows. Krishan the one who made it. Krishan sacrificed. Look at what she sacrificed to get there. Going through all of that shit, going to a bad girls clubhouse with Blueface and all of that when she was up in school. I remember watching her because the other girl, Cutie, from Baltimore, they was friends. Like, it's just, this is why I be on here, to connect the 2 and 2 and to see how it all just, but Krishan worked for that. Her sister mad for that. Krishan went to school. She was running track in that California college. That's how she got linked up with Blueface and them. She went to Cali in school running track. And she, I guess, auditioned for that Blueface show. And she got on. And it's been Murder, She Wrote since then. It's been up. And the sister hating. Just like I said, I was watching the video with Chief Keef and Lord Durk and him, and how they robbed Chief Keef because they wanted him to. How can one person, when one person get a come up, and that's what God was trying to teach me why I had to go through this. You get a come up. 100K, even 10K. You got motherfuckers that want you to break bread and it's only $10,000. $10,000 is not enough money for you to break bread and feed a whole family. 100K is not enough for you to break bread and feed a whole family, feed all your friends that you grew up with on the block. And y'all get to hating like he can really, even $1 million. $1 million is not a lot of money when you think about the grand scheme of things. Like, it's people, because of that poverty mindset. This is why we gotta get the mind out of poverty. The mind gotta get out of poverty first before our physical flesh can get up out of the poverty. Because we got it all misconstrued. We got it all messed up, bruh. I'm tired of the dudes killing each other like this. I'm just tired of everything, bruh. Like I said, I'm gonna be the next Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman. I am coming for change. No, for real though, because it really saddens me. I just want to give everybody a hug. Like, get in one line. Let me give you a hug. Let me tell you that it's not your fault. And the stuff that is your fault, baby, you can change it. It's okay. We all fuck up. It's okay. For you know not what you do. I know how it feels. A lot of us be facing peer pressure. Everybody not brave enough like me to go against the grain. I'll go against the grain of anybody. I'm not scared to lose anybody because I don't care about I don't value I don't value nothing like that. No relationship do I value like that. Like I told y'all in one of them videos, my abandonment issues is the complete opposite. Instead of me wanting to cling to everybody, I actually keep my distance. I keep my distance. It's part of that borderline personality I got, that disorder. But it's damaged. I'm jaded, like I always say. And so many other folks out here are. You know. But we gotta get this together, y'all. It starts at home. All this at home, keep these secrets. It starts at home. Everything starts at home. What you got going, this is why I'm not ever letting my kids just go to nobody else's house. My daughter can't go to these other people's room, because what you will go down in your household, it will go down in my household. What you allow in your household and what I allow in my household, what I allow in my household and what you allow in your household, and vice versa. One thing I don't play about is that touchy-feely shit. Don't play about it. Don't play about it. We have an open door policy here. Hold on. Yeah, that was her school calling me. I actually need to call them to withdraw her from that school, because she's starting regular school tomorrow. But I forgot where I left off at, y'all. But I gotta go get my kids set up and stuff, get them ready. But we gotta do better within our communities. Pay attention to the signs, even if they're your friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, whatever. When people showing you certain things, you can't be more pressed to have them because you're scared of being alone than to care about how they are affecting you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. If they are not pouring into you, they must go. If you are not pouring into them, let them go. So don't be selfish. We got a lot of selfish reasoning for stuff, and we got to do better, learn to be accountable. We have to learn to be accountable, y'all. It all starts with you being accountable for where you messing up, then be accountable for where they messing up. Once you can let the egos off, stop trying to let the ego and that pride, get that out the way, the world will be a much better place. So, until the next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.